Good morning, DIY family. It is Wednesday morning and got off work this morning. Quickly went to bed, got a couple hours of sleep, and got up because this morning is the funeral of our dear friend Wendy Jo. Jill is at work and she will get off right before the funeral and she will meet me there and we will go and attend her funeral and enjoy some memories of Wendy and reflect back on our friendship with her. Just to help our viewers know who Wendy Jo is to my wife and I, when we started dating, we were going to the same church, we were in the same ward, and we started dating, and Wendy quickly reached out and was one of the first people to tell us that she was excited about us two dating. There were those who questioned our dating, but you're gonna have that in every relationship. But that wasn't Wendy. Wendy was excited and thought Jill and I made a great couple, and her husband, JC, Juan Carlos, he was our bishop at the time. He and I were really good friends. Still are really good friends. I shouldn't say we are really good friends. And so when Jill and I decided that marriage was the right thing for us, we asked JC if he would be the one to marry us. And shortly after we were married, Jill and I opened a salon in Logan. That was always Jill's dream job, to be a salon owner. And Wendy Jo would come down and hang out and visit with Jill and bring her Diet Cokes, and when the salon was a little slow, she helped make it bearable for Jill to be at work waiting for people to walk through the door or for clients to schedule appointments. And so Wendy's just always been close. Our boys all played soccer together, and it's just a sad day to have to go say goodbye to her for a short time. It was also a really good day because there towards the end she was in some pain and suffering, and you don't ever want to see your friends go through that, but we know she's not going through that, and we believe that there is life after death. We believe that marriage and families can be forever, for all eternity, and she has those blessings. And to know Wendy Jo and JC's relationship, that's something we all want to aspire and have, because they were just really great together, and that is one of those marriages that, like I said, we all want. So just about to pull up here to the church house for the funeral. Just out of respect, I won't be recording any of the funeral. That's just a thing of respect, not that I don't think it's against church policy or against the law. There may be people that are recording it, but I'm choosing not to, just out of respect for Wendy Jo and for JC. But just know this is a good, dear friend to both Jill and I, but especially to Jill. And Jill is just heartbroken. Like I said, when I looked over and she was in tears, I knew something wasn't right, but at the same time I guess it was. So Well, the funeral just got over and I'm headed back home. I had an interesting thought when I was sitting there listening to the speakers and her children talk about memories they always have with their mom. And I guess the thought that came to my mind was how I felt blessed to be Wendy Jo's friend, sitting in this chapel full of people who were her friends and sitting there next to Jill and knowing that we were two of her friends. That's a blessing. And it's weird to think you can go to a funeral and leave feeling uplifted and feeling like you want to be a better person. But I think that pays a real tribute to the person you're there basking in memories of. That speaks about the way and the kind of person that Wendy Jo was. It was never about her, and look what she's doing is always about who she is with, and they were the ones who were in the spotlight. So I want to be more like that. I want to be someone who doesn't worry so much about what I'm doing, but I want to be about the people who I'm around and who I'm with and what are they doing. And so Wendy Jo, we will miss you and look forward to seeing you again one day. Hey monkey, how you doing, huh? How you doing, buddy? So, came home from the funeral and I went back to sleep. Oh, somebody's a bad puppy. Who's the bad puppy? You chewed up mom's charging cable for her phone. What is this, like number 86, 87? What are we gonna do with you, huh? Where's the rest of the cable? Huh? Where did it go? Did you eat it? I hope not. This little puppy has a fascination with chewing on our charging cables. He thinks they're fun to chew on, and they're just not safe. No, you can't have these. These are garbage now. Did you teach him this, Bo? Huh? Who taught him to eat our cables? Who? Who? $5 if you tell me. Yeah, $5 if you tell me, Hank. Was it Bo? Huh? Anyways, Jill and I went to the funeral and came home, and I ended up going back to bed. I only had 3 hours of sleep since I was working graveyard last night, but I just woke up, just jumped out of a shower, got dressed, and I'm running into the store to grab stuff. I'm gonna make Jill dinner tonight. I know she's not talking a lot about missing Wendy. I know she has a little bit of regret not seeing her more often, especially there once she became more sick, but I told her, I said, you can't live with that regret. It's just, Wendy knows, and Wendy knows what kind of friendship they had, and she appreciates and values that, and same with Jill. But I'm gonna go and see if I can't make dinner for her to just help lift her spirits a little bit. So alright guys, so I just got done shopping for dinner. I wasn't sure when I went in what I was going to necessarily make. Usually my go-to is to grill steaks. I love steak. I'd eat steak every day of my life if I could. Probably not the healthiest choice I could make. I just really like a good seasoned steak off the grill, but I thought, well, that's probably what Joe will expect me to make. If not grilled steak, then maybe grilled chicken. And as I was walking in, I thought, tacos sound good. Tacos always sound good. So I grabbed everything I need to make tacos. I'm gonna go home and brown some hamburger. I did buy a little extra hamburger so that way I can brown some up for the puppies. They always want to eat with us and feel included and feel like they're part of the family, especially at dinner time. And they know when they're eating their dog food and when we're eating our people food. And so I'm going to grill up a little extra so they've got some that we can mix in with their dog food. But hopefully this will be something that'll just help take a little bit of stress or burden off of Jill. So I like to be able to do stuff like this, and I don't do it near enough. Should do it more often, but boys are obviously happy mom's home. Every day, same story. They wait for her to come home and then they maul her with hugs and kisses. Good afternoon. So it's actually the next day. The funeral and everything was yesterday. Jill had plans to continue on with the vlog and put some stuff on here, but last night was a really crappy night. Sometimes things are said and causes hurt and pain, and even though you think you're probably saying the right things or doing the right things, sometimes it's just not. But anyways, that's not here nor there. I guess what I'm trying to say is our night got ruined last night, and neither Jill nor I felt like being in front of the camera. So I went to work, she went to bed, and now I'm home from work and I went to bed, got some sleep and I'm up, and so now I'm just gonna get to work on this storage shed. Jill had as a goal to be able to get the storage shed, this messy patio, and the storage unit downstairs done this week. But right now she's hanging out with her granddaughter Summer and spending time with her, and so I'm gonna get started on cleaning the storage shed. So don't know how exciting that'll be for you to watch, but it's a mess right now. I'll show you, and hopefully we can clean it up some before the end of the day. So as you can see, everything's just kind of stacked in here, and I really need to organize this. We kind of come in here and when we need something we shove everything off to one side to grab what we need and then head on out. My plan is to put a desk over in this corner, some shelves over on that wall, and maybe some shelves over here, but we'll get started and see what we can do over the next day or so. Alright guys, so I've been at this just for a little bit, got some stuff cleaned out, and I built this little work station in the corner. Now I can work on small projects like knives. My friend Tiny Eggleston got me into making knives. Can put up my sander and some of that stuff on here, or small objects, whatever I need to work on here. Still got a lot of stuff to still figure out, organize, straighten, but it's about 115 degrees inside this shed. That little window, that door is really all we have to irrigate. I guess we do have a couple vents up in the ceiling, but I am sweating to death. So I'm gonna call it a day out here. Work on it more tomorrow morning when it's cool. Been slamming down Dr. Peppers and Mountain Dews like crazy, and I think it's time to go take a shower. We have a dinner tonight for the board of directors for the Cache Valley Cruising Association. just a little way I like to tell my board thank you by treating them to a dinner. So we have that tonight, and so we'll take you along. Well, Jill and I are just getting ready to go to our board of directors meeting for the Cache Valley Cruise Inn, and we have a few minutes before we have to be there, so we decided let's go for a little ride. We don't get to really just go for a ride when I'm on graveyard because she comes home from work. I hurry and eat dinner, she eats dinner, I jump in the truck and go to work, and she's busy with dogs. So we're gonna go for a little ride and we'll head over to dinner. Well guys, we're here at Firehouse where we're gonna go and have our board meeting / dinner. So anytime you get to eat at a meeting, that's always a good thing. Your day been, sweetheart? You got to go see baby Summer?
Yep. I spent the better half of the afternoon with Summer. She's cute. She's getting some little cheeks.
Oh, very good.
How was your day?
Yeah, it's fine. Just worked in the shed. So we weren't together today. Jill was off visiting her granddaughter. I was home doing some chores, and now we get to be together tonight. So that's nice that we get to be to this point. So
we're getting a little storm. I doubt it. We haven't had rain for like
months.
It's so dry, and not that it will rain, but
it might. Those are a little dark and heavy, but it looks like they're blown over pretty quickly.
So better today than tomorrow, because tomorrow
we're going to Granger Smith.
We're going to Granger Smith.
Hopefully you guys will be there too.
Last week with Garth Brooks.
Yeah.
We should go there again.
Yeah, that was a good concert.
But this week will be good. Granger Smith. If you don't follow him on YouTube, you should, because he's a pretty cool dude.
Yeah, you can look up either Granger Smith, which I think goes along with his music business, or he's got a family vlog called The Smiths, and that's more focused on him and his family, but it's really awesome.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. He has like a brand. I don't know if that's what you call it. Yee.
Yee. Yeah,
And
that's his brand.
They have shirts and hats, and like Brandon's not wearing a Yee shirt, but he is wearing a Stoked Golden shirt. If you don't know what Stoked Golden is, go to Instagram. It's my sister-in-law's business. It's apparel designed to help you find something to be stoked about every day. Just a good positive reminder. And they just have t-shirts and sweatshirts and hats. So very minimal, but it's an awesome message.
It kind of goes on with our YouTube channel, DIY Love Life. Stoked Golden means find something good every day to be stoked about and happy, and our YouTube channel is to not just live life, don't endure life, don't just tolerate life, but love life, you know. Find those things that are going to make you happy. And
even on the simple day like today, we didn't get to be together, so we just took a little ride.
Yeah, went for a little ride and looked over the valley, at this beautiful valley we have to live in, and just sometimes 10 minutes together is awesome. So
now we get to eat.
Yep, dinner time, guys. Love ya.
Be kind.
Be kind. If you're not a subscriber, hit the subscribe. It means a lot to us. So we'll see you on the next one. Bye.